Welcome to Slay the Spider. I'm Jim B., your host. I created Slay the Spider, and I'd like to tell you how I came up with that name. The S&P 500 index is the largest, most followed index in the United States. Most financial professionals judge their performance against the S&P 500. If you buy shares of the S&P 500, they're called S&P Depository Receipts, SPDRs, and it's pronounced spiders. To slay the spider means I intend to beat the S&P 500 substantially. There are three primary factors that influence the price of a stock. According to a research study by Ben E. King, 20% of the move is due to company fundamentals, 30% of the move is due to the market, and 50% of a stock price's movement is due to the sector. This changed my career as a financial advisor. When I saw this chart, at first I felt like such an idiot. I'd been spending all my time looking at financials, growth of earnings, revenues, expenses, taxes. I was doing all this work, and I was just chasing 20% of the results. I didn't realize I needed to grasp the most important 80% of the influence of most stocks by watching the sectors and the markets. It's Pareto's law, 80-20. Do you know where your sectors are today? Do you know where the market is today? Let's go look. This is what the snapshot image of the stock market looked like at the market top on January 15th. All the sectors that are in this box, think of them as being located right here at the very peak. This is what the snapshot looked like last week, 7 weeks after the peak occurred February 12th. Also last week, I showed that I expected a sharp move down shortly. It looked like this on my illustration. This is what the snapshot looked like after the move down Monday through Thursday. I also stated then that we would see a rally back up, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that is what the snapshot currently looks like after Friday's rally. I took a look at what has happened in the markets over the past 7 weeks. As expected, software, semiconductors, internet, and biomedical stocks have gotten crushed. 76.2% of tech stocks have gone down, with 47% of them losing 10% or more. 80% of healthcare stocks went down, with half of those losing 10% or more. 85% of internet, software, semiconductor, and biomedical stocks have gone down, with 50 to 60% of them losing 10% or more. Pause if you wish to take a closer look. Here's a chart of the three major indexes in the 7 weeks since NASDAQ peaked on February 12th. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 5.1%. The S&P 500 is flat. It's down 0.6%. And NASDAQ is down 7.9%. So what's holding the Dow up and the S&P? Let's take a look. Here's what's gone up in the last 7 weeks in the initial flight to safety. 93% of bank stocks are up, with more than 25% of those up 10% or more. 85% of insurance stocks, with 35% of those up 10% or more. 84% of steel stocks, with 31% of those up 20% or more, and 62% of them up 10% or more. That just absolutely floored me. 82% of oil stocks, with half up 10% or more. The financials were the best, and the industrials close behind. I'm going to have to remember that tidbit about the steel stocks. If you'd have bought options on February 12th on those steel stocks, you would have made 20 times your money in 7 weeks. Fantastic. Just unbelievable. So here we are today. This is what the chart looks like as of March 26th. We still have that 4 o'clock loop to complete. Shouldn't take too much longer. We'll see. And you guys have a great week. Thank you. Paid subscriptions are now available. They're $15 on a month basis, or $144 a year, which is $12 per month. I'm still giving a 90-day free trial. No credit card is required for that. We've been using the Circle since 1998. Um, I appreciate John K. from Florida, who was the very first to see that I had made them available, and he's my first paid subscriber. Thank you, John. Everybody, have a great week. Thank you. Here's an interesting piece of trivia for you. This is a picture of Wilbur and Orville Wright brothers flyer that was flown in 1903 at Kitty Hawk, and a small piece of the fabric from that went on Apollo 11 and went to the moon. And just recently, they took a postage stamp size piece of the fabric from below the wing and put it on to the Mars rover, and it's attached to the helicopter that's going to be the first flight on Mars. So the Wright brothers flew the first airplane in the world. Part of it went to the moon, and now part of it's on Mars. I thought it was very interesting. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.